we took one trade today, or I took. I don't know why I said we. I took one trade today. First trade since last Tuesday, and yeah, today was a big one. P&L wise, hit all our take profits. Well, I'll get into it, but actually, it didn't hit our last take profit. But yeah, haven't traded until today because simply we didn't really see what we were looking for. Uh, this day was actually a really good setup, but Powell was speaking. But all these other days, I think it's just we simply didn't see anything. Today we had some news. Today was, if you were on the chart today was crazy. Uh, yeah, just crazy. And not even because this news, it was because of other news. We'll start off with the first news that came out. Oh wow, they deleted it actually. Um,
check system. We used to be able to have, and we had no.
I didn't see this. Wait, where is the? Oh wow, so there it was actually deleted. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was deleted. But anyways, today Trump said, or whoever said, I think the White House said, they are gonna cut China's tariffs by 50%, and that like did the market like crazy, um, or that affected the market like crazy. Um, wait, wait, did I deleted market open? I'm already 2 minutes in. How does time just go by so quick like that? Okay, but this was bro. Look at this candle. No news hasn't dropped yet. About 8 minutes before news drops. Where's news candle? 8:45. Double red folder. News. This was news candle, which is crazy. Um, and yeah, so today was just really volatile, really crazy. As soon as market opened, um, yeah, this can we. I'm sure everyone saw this candle was freaking out, wondering what's going on. I saw it first. I saw it on Twitter, and then second, I saw it Forex Factory. They had like this big old banner with like breaking news. Yeah, I really wish they didn't. Um, I really wish he didn't delete the tweet. It was around here though. I'm see right here. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, so Briss actually probably Briss has it up still. I'm surprised Watcher Guru deleted it. I don't know why. Maybe they still have it. Uh, bro, why did everyone delete it? Was it fake news or something? Okay, I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna try to. So here it is. Preparing to reduce tariffs, and that affected the news like crazy, which caused this. Let's just go over draws on liquidity. Let's go into hourly. We had all these hourly highs that got taken out market open. All these hourly highs, all that, and yeah, I I did. There's also more bullish news. I think yesterday. I forgot. I'm not even gonna try to remember or put it up. But there was bullish news. We had this huge displacement to the upside, and I honestly did want to be bullish because I want to follow the trend. We are both very bullish. Nasdaq was up like I don't know how much percent from the market open at 5 or whatever, and yeah, we had this opening gap right there. But I did kind of want to be bullish, but also you got to see it from the market's perspective, just seeing what market does. That's the reason why I don't really have a bias a lot of the time. Uh, why do we really need a bias if we're just reacting off what the market's giving us? We just had to see it from a market's perspective, and yeah, if we see a potential setup, we execute. 5 minutes in, jeez, man. Okay, I'm gonna try to quick run this. So we get this placement of nothing. You take out this high. We create a SMT with ES today. ES was, even though we got a 5 minute SMT, and in this case NQ was the lagging index, ES was overall the lagging index, because look at this high that we hit on ES, and that same high is these highs all the way up here that we did not hit. So high time frame, such a high time frame SMT, but I don't really like to point those out really. I acknowledge them, but not really. But we did take this trade on NQ. I do kind of wish we took it on ES, but the entry, I got a better entry with NQ. And okay, so after that, I was looking. We get a 5 minute SMT. I was still waiting for these fair value gaps to get closed below. This one got closed below at 950. At 950 on NQ, it didn't up until a 955 candle. And then after that, I'm looking for a retracement to a fair value gap, to equilibrium, to a breaker, order block, and we got a fill of both time frames. We filled in this 5 minute gap. After that, I scaled down. Right after that. Okay, we come in, push into equilibrium, and also this 5 minute gap, which is this the box up top. And after that, I was looking for rejections out of it. I was looking for a confirmation, which was either IFVG or a breaker structure. In this case, what do we get? This small IFVG that gets closed below. I entered with about, at first I was de-risking just because, okay, I predefined my risk today. I had about 570 buffer left until if I blew the account, in which I was willing to risk all of it, 550 to 570. If you remember, if you watched the last video, yeah. So I was willing to risk 550 to 570, but since today was crazy, as soon as market opened, I wanted to de-risk. But if I'm gonna, or I told myself if I was gonna trade today, like during this area, honestly, NQ was waiting for me. But during this area, I was like, if I'm gonna take a trade, since I'm in a trade, I'm either gonna win or lose. So I'm just gonna risk, 550 to 570, and that's what I did. Risked at about 560 if I can remember at this point. After that, we get the inverse. I was monitoring this fair value gap that we could potentially retrace into. The reason why I didn't take it on ES is because honestly I could have, but honestly I saw us. We had the IFVG, and so once we closed below, I was like, I'm just gonna take it on NQ. But then I'm just noticing now, or notice a little earlier, that we actually still broke structure, so it would have been the same entry. So honestly, yeah, I kind of wish, in hindsight now, I took it on ES, but it is what it is, and can't be mad about this. Or can't be mad about little things like that. We just have to acknowledge them. With that being said, winning with 2 contracts. Or I guess it was 3. Yeah, in total 3. And then this was a 250 mark, and I realized I added more contracts after that. Added more contracts, and then I was in 7 contracts, and then I realized that was too much. Then I sold another one. So, or yeah, stop loss was based. This trade was based on this fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap. Stop loss was placed a little above the fair value gap. If it went past this, then our trade idea would technically be invalid. I mean, you can still like look right here. It went past the fair value gap, but you get it. And after that, yeah, we made this huge legs down. Let's go over take profits now. I like to use this Fibonacci tool. Say what you want. I don't care. If it works, it works. So first TP was based on this 2.218 area, and it's always no matter what the trade, my entry, it's always based on a 1.1 to 1.2. So I really am liking and favoring low RR, higher win rate. And yeah, I really like it. It fits my risk tolerance and whatnot. Second TP was based on the second line. At first, I was targeting these sell side liquidity areas, and yeah, but then I just used the Fibonacci. Third take profit was based on this low that we made when pre-market open. This is actually the low with the Drake candle, and another. I think this might be an hourly low. Not quite. Actually, not quite as an hourly low. This was an hourly low, but definitely a 15-minute low that we targeted. And yeah, so you thought we were done with trade news or what tariff news? No, we weren't, because look at this. Look at this candle. When this happened in real time, bro, I didn't even know how to react. But this candle is from, maybe they probably deleted it. I honestly don't even. What is it on? I don't remember. I think it was something to do with it's gonna take like a trade deal with China is gonna take longer than usual. Oh, it is right here, or the old one that we talked about. It's I don't know, man. Market's crazy volatile, crazy in general right now, and there's a lot of going on. What caused us to have bearish news? Yeah, I forgot. I probably should have done this like right after I took the trade. But yeah, this candle came. As you can see, we hit TP1 with this candle right here at this point at 10:20, and I put stop sign break even. TP2 almost got hit right here. And then we end up hitting it, and then we end up. Okay, this is where I took profits early. So at this point, I took 3 off because I'm trying to remember what I really did. 3 off right here, so I had 3 left. I know that for a fact. And so I definitely took 1 right here because I had limit orders. Put 1 right here, and then now I have 2 left. So yeah, I had one limit order right here for 1 contract. And now at this point, as this candle's moving during this 1-minute candle, I'm in 1 contract, and I think I got out around here. Well, we can actually like get specific. So my latest, or what is the exit time right here? 2:30. Okay, so this is the latest time. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, same there. Yeah, so this time. So we exit price 94450. 944. Because this really isn't accurate. Like these numbers, 944. right here. So I actually got out right here. I closed all my take profits at this point, and just because a lot of people might call that emotional or whatever they want to say, I really don't care. I'm taking profits when the market makes available to me. I'm rereading Trading in the Zone right now. It's honestly such a better read after the second time, and yeah, I'm make I'm taking profits when the market is making available to me. And you could say it's emotional. I thought, or I kind of expected maybe potentially we had this candle was gonna be like this and then hit stop loss. Because bro, if we're having a candle like this, what makes it why couldn't it just come right here to stop us at break even? I was gonna be safe than sorry. Say what you want. You trade your way, I'm gonna trade mine. And yeah, honestly, when this candle was moving, I honestly was just looking for us to have a 1K day. Um, this is my biggest win ever on a eval, and yeah, I don't want to get too I don't know what you even would call it, but really, it could. Why couldn't it be in the 50K? But I'm not gonna be greedy, I guess you can say. But come on, just make it look pleasing, Just be over 50K. But yeah, 1K day today, and yep, TP or price ended up actually. Price actually ended up hitting TP, our last TP right here, ended up hitting this area, and these were hourly fair value gaps that price reacted off of. Look at this, perfectly. Perfectly. Reacting off of it, taking out this drawn liquidity, and pushing up. So, anything else today? No. Uh, yeah, so to go over the trade, not to get into much detail than we already did, but we had a high time frame liquidity sweep. After that, we're waiting for a 5-minute confirmation. That is our SMT. And after that, we're looking for a 5-minute continuation, which we got with the fair value gap. And after that, we scale down to the 1 minute, and we look for a breaker structure or IFEG. That's 4, and that's the main setup. Even I'm not saying I have multiple setups, or because I don't want to get mixed up with strategy and setups. So really, I have 2 setups that I'm willing to take. And it's the only difference is okay. So today honestly was an example, but not really. So the second setup, I'll just explain it. So the second setup, I guess, it's literally the same exact thing, just like a pinch, like a little different. Do I look chop? But the second setup would be a 5-minute SMT, and after that, scale down to the 1 minute, look for a breaker structure, IFVG, and then look for a 1 minute retracement to a fair value gap, equilibrium, or potentially breaker or order block. And the only difference is if it's still based on the same structure. So I'm still looking for liquidity sweeps, because with SMTs, you're getting some sort of liquidity sweep, but instead of a high time frame. So let's say we got a 15-minute. That's not a high time frame key level. But why do we, for our high time frame key levels, why do we wait for a 5-minute retrace? Because TJR says, if we're sweeping high time frame key levels, we're not just gonna go straight down. We're gonna need a 5-minute retrace. And so if we're sweeping out like potentially 15-minute or even 5-minute liquidity, we're not going to need a retrace because that's not a high time frame drawing liquidity. But it's still a high probable and high conviction because a 5-minute SMT, and then we're still waiting for confirmation. And we just don't have to wait for like an extra confirmation, which is that 5-minute retrace. So it's essentially the same thing. It just the only difference is like high time frame liquidity and then low time frame liquidity based on or also backed up with a SMT, because SMT in my opinion is really high probable. That's what we use today, and yeah, but today was kind of an example of it because let's say like right now, let's say this wasn't like a sweep of this line is a hourly high. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say it's not even here. Take it. Let's say we have 5-minute SMT right here with this high and this high. After that, we can scale down to the 1-minute. Yeah, now we're just looking for 1-minute breaker structure. We get it right here. And after that, and I saw this in real time, and I was like, oh, we potentially missed the setup. But right after I said that, I was like, I don't care. Like, because I really didn't. Like, it is what it is. But like I said, we break structure right here. And now we're just looking for a retracement into a fair value gap. We close above this fair value gap, so we can't use that. But we still have equilibrium. Comes in equilibrium. We see a bearish reaction. You can either enter just based on that reaction out of that confluence, maybe stops above here because it's based on equilibrium. And yeah, target draws on liquidity, but we can't really target. We could if we want, but we can't really target high time frame key levels because that's not what our trade was really based on. It would be kind of risky at that point. But let's say, because we did break structure back to the upside, I'm pretty sure this is a down candle. So up, down, this is a new high. We break structure with this candle, and maybe you want to wait for another breaker structure back to the downside to confirm it even more. So then your entry would be really right here. Maybe stops up there or, wherever you want. And yeah. But when I saw this, I didn't get FOMO. I didn't get like whatever like the psychological people experience at this point. All I can think about is FOMO right now. But I didn't get FOMO when I saw this down move. When I saw it, we were still like potentially open to take something, and I was waiting for some sort of retrace. Like, look what we get. We didn't hit this key level. If we hit this key level, then potentially that I would probably like be done for the day, because by this time it's already 10, and I get off the charts by 10:30. I really want to get into the yesterday because damn, it's 24 minutes. Because yesterday we had a potential setup, but since it hit the 10:30 mark, I was off the charts. That's one of my rules, in my trading rules. I got to be off the charts by 10:30. That's the latest time I will be on there. And the crazy thing is, the setup, like, literally appeared 5 minutes later. Or it's either 1 to 5 minutes. I don't remember exactly. But we could have easily took it. We could have been like, oh, yeah, let's. But I controlled myself. I didn't take it. And I guess I can like show it briefly. I mean, I shouldn't be trying to rush this video because this video is for me. But right here, this was it. We got this 5-minute retrace. Yeah, 10:30. Look at this. 5-minute retrace into this. We see a rejection candle out of it. Pretty sure. No. Okay, I took this on the paper. Hello? Yeah. Okay, I took it on ES. See, look, we got this. Oh yeah, I took it on ES because we had this inverse. We push in on this 5 minute retrace. Now I'm scaling down, looking for a break structure IFVG. We get it right here, and it starts to go in our move. And also, this is something else I learned yesterday. I need to keep both ES and NQ open because then we create an SMT. If we see this and then like a breaker structure to the upside, maybe we get out. You know, see, I'm trying to learn every single day, even if I don't take something. I'm writing it down, learning it, or writing it down, seeing, yeah, learning whatever it is and remembering it, writing it down so I can read it like every day. And dude, just look, this was no news, no nothing. No nothing. We had news at 9 a.m. This is 11 a.m. Nothing, just a random. And which was crazy is it kind of pissed me off. And it was a paper trade, but I really try to contain myself. It was a trade I didn't even take. It was a paper trade, bro. Because everything looked so good and it still didn't work out. But that wasn't me being open minded. That wasn't me because I expected it to work out. You know, what I just read in Trading in the Zone is that emotional pain is caused by unfulfilled expectations. I'm getting some water. And I expected this trade to work out just because the trade setup itself looked A plus. And I expected it was gonna hit our TPs. And on another note, I don't know what is up with me picking the wrong index to take the trade on. I don't know. Because look, we hit, because this was definitely a take profit for me on ES, and it didn't get hit. But yeah, I got in too deep into that. But yeah, I've been definitely my longest video, about to hit a half an hour. That's really it. I believe that I want to say something. If I can try to learn from something today, maybe don't take profits. That's what I was telling myself on the way in the car on the way to school. I was like, maybe don't take profits, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to be greedy. I'm Somebody just pulled into my house. I think he was just putting a flyer on my door or something. Okay. Yeah, I did not want to answer it. But yeah, maybe take profits. Don't take profits early, but bro, I'm not greedy. And a lot of people, this would make them mad because, oh, I could have made so much more money. Me personally, that's not affecting me at all, which is a good thing. And oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like I could have made, I could have passed my funded or whatever today. No, bro. I'm very grateful for this. I take full responsibility for my wins, full responsibility for my losses, and yeah. So I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm still gonna try to find something I can learn from this. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. I'll always try. And yeah, I wanted, well, to be, well, yeah, because I did take profit right here. A 1 to 3.09 RR. What a beauty, bro. A beauty. So, yeah, that's really it. Just hit 30-minute mark. I think it's a good time to end the video. Tomorrow we have unemployment claims, and after that drops, we don't really have to wait for anything. I'm not gonna really wait till 9 for a one orange floater, and then Friday, and then yeah, we're back at break even. My rebuild day is right here. I'm at 15,000 from MML, and yeah, I plan on risking about 500 each trade. So you know, yeah, that's it. 30 talking for 30 minutes straight is, I don't know if it's something I've ever done. Um, but yeah, God bless. See ya.